Before we get into today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the best ways to save money on Evony packs. We all know that buying packs is the best way to turbocharge your growth, and it's always better to save money while getting the same rewards. US customers can get 25% back on all Evony purchases made through the Amazon App Store. To take advantage of this awesome deal, follow 3 simple steps. Number 1, install the Amazon App Store on your Android device or BlueStacks emulator. 2, download Evony through the Amazon App Store. And 3, purchase packages in Evony to get 25% back in Amazon coins. Additionally, this time, Amazon has provided a mechanism to pre-register to avoid any payment issues. The link is in the description of the video. I've also put the link to this website in the description of the video. This website includes QR codes to download and buy Amazon coins and an in-depth set of instructions on how to get Amazon App Store set up. Make sure to take advantage of this amazing deal while it lasts. Hello everyone, welcome back to Optimize Evony. I hope that those that are still in Shellens, good luck tomorrow on finals. This is the C1 finals, the top teams. It's going to be RSP, HOT, NEF, CDI, all really good teams. Interesting, GOT didn't make the top pairings. I don't know who exactly they lost to, but it must have been one of these 4 teams. Probably just had a bit of a rough showing. But yeah, who do you think is going to win out of these? I know there's a bunch of other continents. I'm in C1, so I track C1 kind of the closest. But I think there's been some kind of upsets and surprises in some of the other continents as well. Let me know who you think is going to show up and do well, and don't forget to do your battlefield betting to make sure that you can maximize those rewards. Before we get into today's video, I did want to give a quick update on the last video that I had posted, the maximizing your rally cap. There were a few things that I either forgot or Evony released in the meantime, which is wild because I released it like this week. But one of the things that I did forget, and actually ended up not being like super important to the calculations, but the one of the things that I'd forget is 20% rally capacity for owning the entire plant set. Uh, it ends up not really mattering in the calculations because I already owned it, so it would have effectively been 0. One of the other things that I did also forget, or actually, quite frankly, I just didn't know about it at this point. There is a new Archer Tower duty officer. That is this guy, and I think there's now what 3 Archer Tower duty officers, but this is the latest one. And what I had missed is that if you ascend him to 10 stars, you get an extra 10% rally capacity. So again, this is not something that is going to be reasonable for my level of coining, but for if you're looking for the absolute max amount of rally capacity, you are going to want to have this, and that's an important stat. The other thing that released, literally, they had one event where positional promotion for these bottom 3 was not enabled, but now it is. So now you can activate, promote, and um, as with the other ones, there's 1.5% for each position. So 3%, 6% for each one. So another 18% there. So a decent amount of rally cap. Rallies in All Stars are going to be insane because I assume there's going to be a number of massive coiners that are going to have maxed out some of these things. So it's going to be a scary All Stars. You're going to be seeing 100 plus, million rallies, probably, some closer to 110 or more. But yeah, what I wanted to actually talk to you about in today's video is one of the best events to actually get gold in the game right now. and that is the pumpkin event. The pumpkin event is one of the best events in the game overall. Basically, for those of you that, the pumpkin event's been going on for a couple days now, but for those of you that are not really aware of why the pumpkin event is so good, it's amazing for gold, it's an amazing for resources, and it's pretty good for stamina. It's both good and bad for stamina. It takes a lot of stamina, but it also gives some stamina back in addition to these other amazing rewards. So let's look at the pumpkin monster and what they actually give in return. So they give like normal boss monster chests, so 15, 13, I think 12 and 11, and then going down from there. These Halloween gifts, which is one of the main reasons why it's so good resource-wise and gold-wise, and then the candies. So the candies are like any of the login rewards. Those give candies as well. There's of course different levels to them, but really what you're looking for here is the witch treasure bag, which gives out gems, stamina, uh, speeds, resources, a whole number of things as you kind of compose the bags and go up. But as you're killing the pumpkins, you're going to get a ton of these candies, and so you can trade those in for resources and gems and stamina and stuff like that periodically. Um, do that if you're running low on stamina because they are super worth it. Let's look at the pumpkin boxes because that is, like I said, one of the main reasons why these are so important. You can see that we've been crushing the pumpkins. I think this is even after opening some on like the first and second day and stuff like that. Uh, but this one is the second highest, so this would be on I think the pumpkin sevens. But let's just take a look at it. So this gives another 800k of each resource, which is amazing. Especially for the amount of stamina that you're giving. This is not safe resources, so if you're joining these with your alts, which you absolutely should be doing, uh, you are able to plunder this. And if you're using the family group feature and stuff like that, you definitely want to be getting all your alts joining on all the pumpkins. The other reason that these are so good is because of the gold here. So I know a lot of people struggle with gold, particularly, when they're trying to max out uh, Academy 40 and Military Academy, and when doing a bunch of refining, there's a lot of things in the game that require gold. One of the new things in the game that require a lot of gold is the military tactics. So, yes, you need all of these other things to actually go and upgrade it, but the upgrade requirements can be pretty intense in terms of gold as well. So, this was the one that I've upgraded the most. Um, you can see 1.4 billion gold is needed to upgrade this. Of course, the 500 of these is the harder thing to get, but just showing that you need a ton of gold in the game. And so, a drop like this, you get two of these, which give 500k gold a piece, and then, or maybe a million a piece, and then you also get the normal 15 boss monster chest. So really just crazy amount of gold. You can also get gold from candy, but yeah, definitely this is an event to be killing as many of these pumpkins as possible. Honestly, there's golems this event. Golems are pretty trash in comparison to like witches, warlocks, things like that. But yeah, I wouldn't even bother with those. I wouldn't really bother with normal bosses. I think for the first time, maybe in a long, long time, my alliance is losing in Sphinxes today because Sphinxes don't give good rewards in comparison to these pumpkins. So basically, outside of Ymers and Pans, which we need for tactic scrolls, we're going ham on the pumpkins. So I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this information, but I just wanted to, for those of you that don't, explain why pumpkins are one of the best events and something that a lot of the longer term players look for every year. Thanks for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.